Why tough, bro? Do you celebrate Eid? Uh, why tough? I don't know, man. Life's not easy, you know what I mean? Nothing specific, obviously. Nothing happened, but like, hey Fabio, welcome, bro. Are you home yet? Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, let's quickly go over Nasdaq and ES today. All right, let's take a look. I gotta check some settings before I start. 30. Oh shit. Okay, okay, okay. Never mind. Beautiful. So, um, what's going on in the market is still a question mark for me. I still don't have a higher time frame bias. Because of that, I want to be stay, open-minded, kind of fluid, for intraday trades. Maybe like sticking to 5 minute or maybe 1 minute market maker models intraday would be the smart thing to do going into this week. Also, hold on, before I get into technicals, let's take a look at the news from this week. So we have CPI on Wednesday, FOMC minutes on Wednesday afternoon. Oh, this is this is very like dangerous. Thursday we have PPI and 1 o'clock bond auction, and Friday 10 a.m. UOM consumer sentiment. Pretty I would say pretty weak, not super dense. Besides Wednesday, I think Wednesday will be more like the most eventful day of this week. Probably gonna set up Wednesday high of the week or Wednesday low of the week for the week. I guess that's how I'm anticipating from the news. So let's get into some technicals here. I'm on the weekly chart right now. For indices, looking at Nasdaq is still in this mess. So basically, we're looking at this consolidation here. Actually, here, just like that. This consolidation here. The smart thing to do would be just wait for a breakout, right? Either to the upside or to the downside. However, we are not gonna do that, obviously, but that's the smartest thing to do. So it's still in range bound. Because of that, I'm not gonna establish a higher time frame bias here on Nasdaq because it could literally do both. Could literally move both directions. The way I'm seeing this right now, I was talking to Fabio yesterday. So we have this order block here from February 12th. Here, this down close candle. So what I'm gonna do this week is I'm gonna look at its mean threshold, which is being respected right now, and the open price for the weekly order block. So I was mentioning this yesterday to Fabio as well. Um, Going into this week, I want to see how price reacting to the weekly order block on the lower time frame. Because if it keeps respecting, that means maybe we're not as bearish as I think, and it could run the all-time highs again, or maybe like range a little bit, rejection block, retest, or something like that. Kind of becomes choppier than last week. But definitely, like, because of the fact that it's respecting the mean threshold, which is a permissible level for order blocks, right? It should not go below it for order block to be valid, so to speak. And so far, since we have that on Nasdaq, I am not as bearish as of now. I mean, it could go down. Obviously, I can see that. However, it's not giving me that like a lot of confidence right now for either direction, to be honest with you. So same thing on ES here. ES is respecting the weekly fair value gap here. You see that? So there's a tiny little bit of fair value gap here. By the way, the stream is all good, right? You guys can see the stream because I was having problems earlier. So ES is respecting the fair value gap on the weekly. Um, this is the perspective from the PD arrays though. right? From the PDA perspective, I can see this order block getting retested this week, and maybe market will show a strong reaction from it and run the buy sides, or maybe like the rejection block here is a rejection block. Oh, let me 1 second before I move further. Let me take a screenshot of this because I also want to send these things on on the channel. So this is the PDA perspective. Now, if I think about in terms of liquidity, I see quite differently. How I see this is essentially a couple weeks ago we rated the buy side, right? And it rejected, and now we have a rejection block. Because of that, I would favor the sell side now, right? Because it's range bound, it should really like go from buy side to sell side, buy side to sell side, so to speak, right? Now do I favor that though? I'm 50-50. It could bounce or it could rate the sell side, honestly. Um, it could do either or. But the fact that ES don't have a sell side yet, it makes me think like the candle from last week should not be traded into, because if this wants to set a sell side like a swing low formation, right? The the weekly candle close from the current week should be above last week's low, right? Maybe it could trade down into like CE of the wick and reject there and close above or within the current fair value gap in the weekly. So I'm definitely expecting a consolidation week. I'm not expecting like a trending week because we're still in range bound. So maybe like midweek or consolidation midweek reversal. Same thing here. Consolidation midweek reversal or midweek rally, whatever you call it, right? Definitely expecting consolidation at least at least towards Wednesday because CPI number will come out on Wednesday. So hold on, let me annotate this for the folks that are not in the call right now. I want to take a picture of this real quick. So buy side rate, hold on. Okay, so same thing on ES. Boom, boom. Alright, now let's take a look at the down lower time frames. I'm going to annotate the order block here on the weekly and its mean threshold so we can see how price is reacting to that level specifically intraday on the lower time frames. We can get we can get a better read, right? So on the daily, the weekly order block, hold on, weekly LB, and this is weekly OB mean threshold. If you don't know what mean threshold is essentially just like fair value gap CEs. It refers to the mid level of an hour block, right? So he's kind of acting like range equilibrium, right? If you look at it, it's chopping around that weekly order block level, right? From above, then from below a couple times. It's like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That means we're in the range bound, right? And on Friday, I really did not want to see the rally higher, honestly speaking, just because the way I was looking at the market was, so we had this range bound market here, right? And on Tuesday, we broke the range to the downside. So I wanted to see a continuation, but we did not get it. Because of that, I'm not favoring either side right now because we are trading back into the range. And also, the daily busy here, if this wants to go to the sell side, should stay like this, right? It should not trade above the CE of the daily fair value gap again at all. So it should be staying below it, right? So tomorrow, for example, if New York opens above the CE of the daily fair value gap, right, then maybe you can look at the buy side targets potentially. But as long as it stays below it, this looks like smart money reversal on a daily chart. This being the lower sell, targeting these lows here, this one and this one. But I don't have enough confidence to target those lows just yet. Let's go down to daily on ES also. I forgot that. So I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to get a read from the high time frame right now. For a long time though, actually, since fucking what, January or something, like 42 days or something. It's really get a read. Hard to get a read here. Let's go down to 4 hour chart. So we had that 500 points or like 400 point drop on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. Which initially, oh, Fabio, are you here? No, you're gone. Um, which initially I thought like this will be a continuation from these levels here, right? But it did not react to that level and kept pressing higher and higher and higher. And because of that, like for example, the CE of this fair value gap has already been violated, right? Because of that, I'm not getting a lot of confidence for the sell side, potential sell side targets. And also, there is an SMT divergence. So Nasdaq made a lower low, whereas ES did not do it. So this is NFP wick on Friday. Nasdaq swept the lows, ES stayed above the sell side, so it created a higher low. This could be a smart money reversal on lower time frames, and it kind of aligns with the weekly order block as well. And if that's the case, obviously, like the target will be like these highs here because they're essentially clean highs, relatively equal highs, right? This high, you know, these highs here, essentially relatively equal. So too much liquidity up there. S&T divergence indicating we might not go lower, but fading this whole like 400 point move, it's not gonna come easy, because it's gonna react from couple levels. Like it's gonna be like should be like deep discount, deep retracement, consolidate and rally kind of price action. Like I don't expect to see like one directional liquidity rate to the buy side, obviously. So going into this week, let me go on the 1 hour chart so you guys can see the smart money reversal here better. S&T divergence at the lows. Here, S&T divergence, ES making a higher low. It's cleaner. There's no manipulation here on Nasdaq, so that could be a potential target as well for the buy model. Because remember, like it could actually target the fair value gap as well. It doesn't have to be a liquidity. On another note, I can see this as my original consolidation here specifically. Let me clean this a little bit. I can see this as my original consolidation, and this could be forming a buy model right now. I'm not gonna lie. So do you see this weekly order block? How it's reacting to that level? So it wicked into there, right? Rejected. Now there's a rejection block there. I'll zoom in for you guys. Now there is a rejection block here. You see that? So that weekly level will be highly important in my opinion going into this week. So I can see this. So we gapped up today. Just right now, we gapped up. I can see this like going, like retracing a little bit, right? Maybe into that weekly order block here and rejecting it and rallying higher and completing the buy model because just it kind of seems like we have a buy model. Seems like we are about to enter a first stage. So to be safe though, hold on 1 second. Let me look at the last week's here. Okay. So to be safe though, what should you guys do is you expect a pullback, right? Maybe sweep this low, create another SMT there. I don't know. Could happen. Doesn't have to though. But essentially reaction from the weekly order block. And then because there is a weekly opening gap, The safest thing to do if you were to be targeting the original consolidation buy side, you wait for the NWAG to get flipped, okay? Because the more it stays below the NWAG, the you can think about it as like EMAs so to speak, or like VWAP or whatever. Those retail perspective. Whenever the price is below EMAs or whatever, it's bearish, or below, if it's below, it's bullish. That kind of thing. So you can use that concept with NWAGs, and you can anticipate like the more price stays below the NWAGs, the more it's going to be drawn into sell side. Same thing for the other way around. So the more it stays above it, the more it's going to be drawn into buy side objective. So in this case, you could expect retracement below the weekly OB, rally, right? Flip the NWAG, retest it from above, and rally. And that retest is the highest probability buy, highest probability longs, so to speak. So definitely keep an eye on that NWAG, because it's essentially a large, another 40 handles NWAG, just like yesterday, just like last week. And last week you can see it here. The upper blue shaded box is last week's gap. You see that? So last week's gap, it consolidated below, rallied lower, traded one more time, rejected, and then traded above, right? Then we sold off, obviously. But you can see those levels, specifically the CE, the high, the low, is being acted as a support and resistance, so to speak. So keep an eye on that. And if you don't have an indicator, the indicator I'm using is ICT NWAG NDOG by Lux Alga. Looks pretty clean. Keep that NWAGs on the chart this week, and from last week's as well. Hold on 1 second here. Let me annotate this real quick for the sake of the screenshot. For the sake of the screenshot. I'm not saying I'm bullish, by the way. Don't get me wrong, guys. I really don't have a higher time frame bias. I can see this running the highs, but also I can see this running the lows. So I'm unable to establish a directional bias from the higher time frame right now. So here on the ES, let me annotate that as well. So that being said, personally, I'll be stay open-minded, right? And I'll be looking at the intraday price action to get a directional bias for the session. So I'll be definitely conservative with my, oh my god, what am I doing? With my targets, with my take profits, right? So this one is the weekly order block. Let me do this real quick. Sorry guys, I have to annotate this for the folks that are not in this call at the moment. Weekly OB. Okay. You see that? This is a daily. Hold on, what level was that? Oh, that's the weekly fair value gap. And do you see how it's respecting right now on the hourly chart? All right, so here, let me just. This is the order block essentially right now we're trading into. I want to see something like this. I want to see something like this. Or maybe not rejection block, but the weekly OB. So CE of the hourly wick could be also targeted overnight. I don't know which one is going to be happening. So I want to see something like this. And the highest probability long, as I said, would be a break above the NWAG. So you trade above NWAG. Okay, that is the highest probability setup. Let me also look at the dealing range here. You see the dealing range of this buy model? I mean, I don't know if this is a coincidence, but for you, but to me, this is not a coincidence. The CE, the range equilibrium of the weekly, I'm sorry, the buy model is the weekly opening gap CE. So that level should be a very, very, very sensitive level. Old, old log. Okay, this is old weekly opening gap. This one is N log. It's very random, yes. Highly, highly, highly random. Okay, so let me take a screenshot of this real quick. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention one more thing actually on the 4 hourly chart. Let me go back to 4 hourly. The reason I don't have a higher time frame bias is also because of the 4 hourly look as well. Because to me this looks like pretty choppy retracement, broke below, rallied, so it faded. Now it broke down again. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. It could, like I said, target the buy sides, or I see this as my original consolidation on the 4 hourly chart. It could target the lows. However, uh, I don't know. It doesn't give me much conviction. So speaking of which, the way I see the 4 hourly chart is essentially, so we have one, two, three, four, five up close candles. Okay, so I can literally see these four hourly five consecutive up close candles as an order block as well. Meaning it breaks down, creates that order block. Right? I can see that happening too. And because of that, I don't have I'm unable to get a read on the higher time frame. So if it breaks down from here, oops, hold on one sec, like this, the up close candles will become the OB, right? And it keeps going lower and lower. But again, I don't know. To me, this is 50-50 conditions on the higher time frame. So let me go down to 15 minutes and see what's going on there. You see how, hold on, I'm gonna fucking zoom out a little bit. This is weekly order block, okay? This is the weekly order block, mean threshold. Look how it's respecting, guys. This is not random, okay? And the way I see the more I see these rejections from the main threshold, the more I'm favoring buy side, okay? Because that's telling the story at the end of the day. Same thing with the weekly order block level, the open price of that candle. Look at how it's reacting. It's literally reacting like a range equilibrium here too. I've formed a fair value gap here, right? And the CE of that fair value gap is almost the weekly RB. It's respecting that level and rejecting it. So I don't know. To me, this is a telling the story. You know what I mean? Like even if I go on the here, look at this. I mean, it's literally like here, the mean threshold. The bodies are respecting here, and the open price of the weekly OB here, the black line, range equilibrium, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You see that? I mean, I can go more and more, but I'm not gonna waste your guys' time. So let's keep on it. So far, here's what I'm thinking. Like I said, there's thick price action here, which was printed on Friday, right? I don't know if it wants to rally lower, but it could potentially it could, as long as it does not violate the fair value gap here. Maybe candle close above the weekly OB. It's not going to rate the sell side. It's going to leave the sell side untapped. However, another scenario would be market forming a smart money reversal here. So in that case, that the way it would look would be like maybe Nasdaq will run the high, ES will fail, right? There's going to be an SMT divergence at the highest. That way, yeah, I could look at the sell side as a potential target. But before that happens, before smart money reversal happens here, I will not look for sell side targets, if that makes sense. So I want to see a smart money reversal here for sell sides. So the more I go down, I think this is going to be more interesting on the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute, this is what I was reading on Friday in the afternoon session. Here, let me delete that. Let me delete this. This can stay here. So the way I saw this was, this is essentially a Judas swing, right? You see this kind of price action, this kind of reversal at 9:30. It rallies and immediately engulfs it, leaves a BPR, retests the BPR, sold off, right? So the way I see this is the smart money reversal on the 5 minute. So currently we have a 5 minute sell model. This level being the original consolidation, right? You see that smooth edge, clean lows, right? This is a low hanging fruit objective. This is not the original consolidation low. So I can see a wick into, hold on, oh my god. Alright, I'm trying to annotate it better so I can take a screenshot at the same time. OC. Jesus, what am I doing? Okay, OC, this one is smart money reversal. So the way I see this is essentially price action. I mean, this price should really like deliver the sell side on either ES or Nasdaq, either or. It doesn't have to be both. Okay, so essentially that raid here would create an SMT divergence, right? And that's what I want to see for buy side targets. And if I look at the dealing range, it kind of rejected at the EQ. So the way I see this is the first stage. I want to see a second stage on the 5 minute, right? Then here maybe like straight outside the NWOG, retest, deliver the sell side from this fair value gap here, reject it, candle close above. The candle close I'm talking about is not obviously 5 minute, but like maybe hourly or 4 hourly candles I'm talking about here, because this is a weekly level at the end of the day. And then create a buy model. So let me do this way. Here is the fair value gap. Doesn't even have to touch that fair value gap, by the way. I just want to see sell side raid on either ES or Nasdaq from the 5 minute. And I'll take a look at ES in a bit. Whether, I don't know if it took the sell side on Friday or not. So I want to see something like this. Oh my god, the drawing is terrible. So then accumulation here a little bit, and then set the stage for a buy model. And that buy model, the first target will be the most recent smart money reversal, right? This is essentially another consolidation, right? So I can see this curling from that sell side, forming another buy model, and then overall completing the first of all complete the 5 minute sell model. Accumulation or consolidation forms the buy model on the 5 minute, and that buy model on the 5 will lead into completion of the hourly buy model. You see that? That's what I'm trying to say here. And I can see that deep retracement also, because essentially that is lower SPY on the hourly. And that's also a breaker block, so to speak. Hold on. I'll take a look at the chat in a bit. Let me go through. Oh, hold on. Let me go through ES, but first let me annotate this even better and take a screenshot of it. Okay, so this is what I see. Leave the sell side untapped. Do not purge it, because this is a thick price action. It's gonna act as a high resistance. Before taking out that sell side, it's gonna bounce. Probably retest the NWOG low or maybe CE, and then that will cause the actual purge on liquidity. Also internal range here, bounce, second stage redistribution. Then consolidation here for smart money reversal, and that reversal will lead into a buy model. Right, this is what I want to see. Let me take a screenshot of this, and now let's move to yes and see what it's doing on the 5. Alright, so same thing, the order block. Also the smart money reversal here. It's not cleaner. It's not as clean as Nasdaq here. You don't see that quote unquote Judas swing on ES. But because at Nasdaq's smart money reversal, you can consider this as smart money reversal on ES as well. Just look at the cleaner one. There's also SMT divergence here. There's the consolidation. The way I see this is because Nasdaq is weaker, I think Nasdaq will be the pair to take out the low to complete the buy model, a sell model on, you know, on the 5 minute, and then ES will not take that, starts consolidating maybe somewhere here, and then rally, create for the 5 minute buy model, and that will probably will happen around the range equilibrium. So here's the range EQ, which was reacted already. I'm looking at maybe like the wick from Friday 11:15. The CE of that wick could be the consolidation level for a potential buy model, if that makes sense. I can see that happening. And in the meantime, Nasdaq will rally the sell side. And overall, complete the buy model on the hourly. This is like, I don't know, this kind of looks clean as well, like if you think about it. So if I put the curves, it'll look probably cleaner for you guys. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm so not familiar with the curve tool. Yeah, I can literally see this happening. But yeah, keep the weekly order block levels on chart. Keep two NWOGs on chart. And then observe the 5 minute sell model. That's what I'll say for this week. I think the most important aspect of this week will be NWOGs and weekly LBs. I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. Let's see, loud and clear. But when the news is in the middle of the week, do you expect Judas to be on Wednesday, for example, high and low of the week? Yeah, that's possible. But CPI is usually one-side delivery, so it's usually one shot, one kill. Could set the stage for a weekly low or weekly high, though. We'll see. It's pretty volatile right now, so it's hard to say it's going to be high or low of the week. But I can see consolidation Monday, Tuesday, and manipulation on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday will be the real move. I can see that happening just by looking at the news from this week. I completely missed the weekly order block, CE being respected, min threshold. Only notice the rejection block. Really need to train my eyes more to support them. Yeah, I mean, if you don't see in any other PDA, you look at the order blocks at the end of the day. Oh, not yes, no. Nasdaq. There's no other PDAs here besides the rejection block, and then there's the order block here. That's it. Another event horizon. I used to use a lot, like event horizon a lot. Not anymore though. I don't know why. Totally agree with the buy model because there is an SMT at the high of 15-minute RYT now. Yeah. Personally, for me, it's clear once buy side, the model is there. I agree. I mean, it comes down to the narrative though. Where is it gonna bounce? You know, because like maybe it'll raid the buy side from here right away. You know, hold on, 1 hour chart. from here right away. You know, we don't know that. We need to know how deep it wants to retrace, and then it'll be tradable for us. Um, we'll see though. Maybe like the CE of this leg could be the bounce. There's also fair value gap there. But so far, it's definitely in a lower time frame sell model at the moment. Obviously, like the overnight price action will be very defining for New York session tomorrow. So I'll get my directional bias for intraday tomorrow for New York session um, after looking at the overnight price action. This would make more sense to me. Retrace then pump because everyone's bearish. Oh, that's how I can imagine. Give me a clear narrative. I think honestly, guys, like, hold on. Let me delete all that. Honestly, looking at this weekly price action, I honestly like I don't know how people can be bullish or bearish in this PA. Honestly, like this is neither bearish nor bullish. If you have a bias from at these levels, you're literally like picking tops or bottoms, and that's not how you should trade. Because I always tell you guys this, like this consolidation, you don't know how long this is gonna take. Period. You don't know whether this is gonna be another 5 week range, or like maybe 10 week range. You don't know that, and there's no way to anticipate that. So you wait. You literally wait for this, or you literally wait for the other way around. Like it's not that hard, and it pisses me off so much. Not what I see from you guys, but like, don't get me right. I'm not getting mad at you all. It's just Twitter stuff. Like this is it. Like that's how you fucking build a bias. That's how you fucking build your game plan or whatever. Before the breakout happens, you stay fucking flat. Period. Period. Like there's no way around. Yeah, you can scalp the market intraday, obviously, but like without having a bias. If you tell me that you have a bullish, like a higher time frame bias, you're a fucking clown. Sorry for ranting out. Same thing, like if you look at this price action here from 2021, I was a trader back then. I was not trading ICT, but like, look at this. Oh, so trying to look for a smooth edge. I don't see it much, but like, let's take a look at here. A breakout happened right here with this candle, and then it moved, not before. And you guys need to understand that. Same thing here. You gotta wait for that. I don't know why I got mad, bro. Sorry, guys. Um, Hold on. It would be nice to see it pan out tomorrow. Be careful tomorrow. Guys. Also, I wanted to say, I forgot. I'll be trading tomorrow. I'm gonna live stream on Monday. I want to trade. Also expect the XY bearish. I'll take a look at the XY in a minute. Market maker model feels like the details of a fractal. For example, after one market maker sell model, should we expect the one to be a buy model? Just wondering. Hold on. So here's the thing. You need to have a consolidation. And hold on, let me clean that a little bit. I can find you an example here somewhere. So roughly, okay, I'm gonna talk about roughly. I'm not gonna zoom in that much, but here, let's say this was the smart money reversal. It looks like it was. You have consolidation there, right? So that consolidation at the highs here leads market to have a sell model. So a sell model was completed here, and then what happened? It consolidated, right? So before it raids this or completes the sell model, you can't know that it's going to lead into buy model. You need to have, if it starts consolidating below that level, yes, then you can anticipate a buy model is about to form. That's how you do it. You wait for how it reacts to sell side or what it does afterwards. Okay? Same deal here. So it completed the sell model, right? Original consolidation. This is the hourly sell model though. So let me go up to hourly. Here, reversed. I would say this is the reversal though, but anyways, at the end of the day, this is the original consolidation, right? The hourly sell model. It completed the sell model, right? And then it started stalling and consolidating with SMT divergence. So that's why I can see the buy model now. But it doesn't have to happen all the time, obviously. Otherwise, there would be no trending market, right? It would be always range bound. So that's not always the case. You gotta wait. You gotta see how it's reacting because the moment it retraded into, like for example here, into this fair value gap or maybe the upper one, right? Could have sold off. It could have been a continuation as well. Got to keep that in mind. You don't know that for a fact. But if it trades into the upper fair value gap with an SMT divergence, now we have a confidence for a potential reversal. All right, let's go to a VX. Oh, hold on, one sec. I gotta look at QQQ. I want to look at it real quick on the hourly chart. Let's see. Obviously, guys, like I mentioned, if market starts forming a smart money reversal at this level, like on the hourly chart, then obviously the buy side targets will be out of reach. Okay, Thor's the best. You're the best, Fabio. You guys are the best, all of you. So keep an eye on the level, like the Friday's high, essentially. If it forms an SMT bearish SMT divergence, look for sell side. If it does not do that, if it retraces first and then rallies, obviously you look for buy side. The safest bet would be waiting for a flip of NLog. Alright, let's go to DXY. That's an interesting rejection. Let's see. To be honest with you, Nazmi, I wouldn't expect bearish move here. Even short term, just because. So it reacted from the buy side, yes, and then broke below. I think that's a fake move because the way I see it is this is turtle soup. There's a breaker block here, and the breaker block is being respected at the moment. I can see this as, I think this is going to be a second stage reaccumulation, like the faster move now. So maybe like consolidate below this BC, right? And then invert it with one candle and keep going higher. That's what I'm thinking about this, because essentially this needs to complete the buy model in my opinion. The weekly breaker, there's also a weekly breaker here at the same level. So far as respecting, and there's a bullish fair value gap as well at the same level. And now, um, there's also order block. So this is essentially an order block as well. So I would say like this will keep running higher, honestly. Maybe little like tiny bit of consolidation right now is possible below the fair value gap, the BC. But overall, I want to see it completing from here. Like I don't want to see it. I can see this as a, you know, turtle soup, and that's it. Breaker here too. When it flips this, it's GG. That's yeah, that too as well. Yeah, on the daily, on the weekly, it already flipped though. So, and respected. There's a fair value gap. So I think it's a GG already. The first reaction from the buy side is quite normal because there are a lot of orders resting above it, so to speak. Not real orders in my opinion, but like the same thing happened on Bitcoin as well, guys. Remember, like what happened when Bitcoin traded into the all-time highs? It had a big reaction in the first place, but then what happened was it rallied. You can see it here. Initial reaction, look, it sold off immediately. You see that? 14, like almost 15%. But that doesn't mean a lot. That doesn't mean it's a rejection. It's just an initial over reaction or exaggerated reaction. Everyone bought the top. The last bull run was waiting for it. Oh yeah, I mean, so yes, the XY in my opinion is bullish. I can see the XY. Oh my God, where's the XY? I can see the XY, like I said, consolidating here a little bit, like range bound in this level, and then rip. And that rip will be with CPI, obviously. So it's gonna wait for CPI more likely than not. All right. Let's take a look at Euro. I'm not gonna talk about these currencies pairs because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, that's a strong reaction actually. Hold on, hold on. Ah, that's a fake out, in my opinion. So this is the order block. I think it's gonna rally. It's gonna keep going lower. There's no SMT divergence, which is okay. I think it's gonna complete the sound model though. Same thing with GU. GU is cleaner though. It's weaker. So fair value gap there. The whole move I see it as a manipulation in my opinion, and then keep going lower. Obviously, like these pairs will definitely will be waiting for CPI number. I think the whole week is gonna be around CPI this week. So my draw, potential draw on GU is 1.25. I think it's gonna pan out. And Euro, I have a couple targets actually, but the high probability target is 1.07 if you guys are trading the pairs, forex pairs. Oh, let me take a look at crude oil. I don't think crude oil, I have like analysis on crude oil, honestly. Like, I still have the same bias on crude oil. There's nothing much to talk about here. I think it's gonna be targeting. So it completed the 4-hour buy model. Right now, it could consolidate a little bit, then maybe manipulation here. Consolidate. So there's also NWalk here. Consolidate there, and manipulate, rally. I want to see completing the buy and buy side delivery, essentially. But like without a consolidation, it's not going to be. There's no reversal here. It's not going to reverse it whatsoever. First currencies will consolidate until we die. UK inflation is coming down, but Bank of England not cutting rates. Cap. So yeah, guys. So far, I think that's it. Unless you guys want me to look at specific currencies or something, stocks or whatever. In the meantime, actually, let me go over some stocks. I can't even look at Tesla, man. I'm gonna skip Tesla. Oh, this one's interesting. Holy shit. Fabio. Fabio, look at AMD, dude. This is interesting. I think the volume imbalance will be the drawn liquidity. I can see this as a reversal. Damn, this is interesting. And then rally over there, like from there. Damn, this is interesting. That's very interesting. The Yeah, I mean, I can see this like retracing all the way down here and rejecting that. Here? Oh, this one? The leg down or this one? Oh, okay. So you want to look at here? Oh my God. Why am I using this instead of this? Oh, actually, it could be traded. It could trade down into there also. I don't think so. I don't know. It could. This is more likely though. Like, volume imbalance, wick there, close above this level, and rally. The thing is, like, if AMD is like short-term bearish, I don't know. Nasdaq could go down actually. Let me see. Microsoft is consolidating. Amazon is the cleanest one, bro. Look at this. Look. I literally called this stock when it printed this candle here. This one. I had my brother buy this, fortunately. So it's like 40. He asked me. He asked me like he said like I want to invest like I want to swing trade stock shares. Give me some calls and I told him like buy Amazon. And there's ACMR I told him to buy. Look at this, man. This is even better. Like I initially I wanted to have him buy it with this turtle soup. It didn't happen. So he had to sit through all this price action, which is massive, by the way, 120%. Then I made him buy within this fair value gap here. But anyways, this is like super clean. Amazon is super clean. Um, like I literally said everyone, and even in this group, like I said, if you want a quick like 15%, 14% return, buy Amazon. Apple, nothing much. I think it's going to turtle soup low into range equilibrium and rally afterwards. Netflix is interesting. Damn. It's gonna slow grind to all-time highs probably. Which one is this? TSM, SQ. I have alerts on SQ. Damn, bro. What do you think about SQ, Fabio? Looks very, very interesting. Range deviation, baby. I can see a bit. Like this looks like. You know what this looks like, bro? It looks like chain link. I might actually like. Yeah. I mean. Oh boy, probably like a year. Oh, actually, almost 2 years. Oh my God, it's 2 years. Send it. Oh, that's yeah. I mean, this is like hot, like super conservative target. I wouldn't even like personally if I get shares here, I personally would not take partials here. That's not a. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. But you know who has a lot of SQ shares? Arc, and they also have a lot of Tesla shares as well. But anyways, yeah, I have my alert here. I mean, you could actually buy in this BPR if you want to, but that would be aggressive entry for my liking. But there's also breaker block here. Not even that actually. Hold on 1 second. Here I'm gonna. No, no, no. It's this one because this is the order block. One, two, three, four, four. This one. This one. This one. Like high, low, high, high, high here. Yeah, you're talking about this one. This is the order block, be break block. I think it's a buy right now, in my opinion, actually. The safest thing to do is obviously waiting for the accumulation high to be traded, like the breakout here, and then retest would be the safest buy. But if you want to be aggressive, this week is a buy right away. No, 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 no. Nah, bro. I don't think it's that one. To be honest with you, bro. Relax, relax, bro. Relax. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, no, no. I see what you're saying. Like you cut through candles, obviously, like low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Yeah, I can see that. That's why I'm saying like this is a aggressive entry. The safest thing to do would obviously wait for that breakout, retest. A retest will be obviously that candle or even this one, the same level. No rally. I have this alert there though, so all good, buddy. I know. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? QS, nothing yet. This is ARC, nothing yet. Obviously, the CE looks interesting to me. Create this. ACMR I just went over. This one is another one. This one is another clean stock in my opinion. So if you want to make a like a quick 40-45% return, the ticker the ticker is dollar net NET. Looks like it's about to enter its second stage. Um, it's pretty clean. Nvidia, holy bro, whoa, whoa, like whoa. Damn, okay, I'm gonna skip Nvidia unless it creates a swing low at some point. Moderna, it's kind of still range bound. Let's take a look at. No, okay, I'm gonna look at V because my friend have Oh, he probably lost it all now. He bought V 300 call options. Yeah, it probably expired already for net zero. Interesting stock though. Very interesting. Too choppy for my liking, but you mentioned MACD yesterday. Let's see. Oh, bro, what the fuck? Didn't you say it's bullish? MACD. I didn't look at it at all. Damn, dude, this is nasty. I mean, MACD. I hope they go bankrupt. Not gonna lie. I hate that. No, that's too sharp though. After especially, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like this is all-time highs. Initial reaction. Maybe like the CE of this could be the bounce, which is also order block here. Here. The thing is, the only thing I don't like about this kind of retracement is all these fair value gaps. So if it closes below, it's going to be a high resistance area. That's the only thing I don't like. No, I agree. I agree. But the thing is, I think the reward is not there. This is monthly, yes. No, 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 no. The reason I'm looking at the monthly is because it's too choppy, bro. Like I don't like Dow Jones stocks. But there's ER on actually like in 2 3 weeks. That might be like, very defining. 'Cause I can see this like wicking down here. Turtle soup and rally. but like the thing is like in terms of if you think about like in terms of as an investor, bro, I don't know. Like this is actually 20%, not bad. Never mind. I thought it was less. Nah, bro, like send McDonald's to Gulag. Let's take a look at PayPal. I've heard PayPal is doing interesting stuff. Oh wow, look at this. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Why would it deviate? Why would it? Why would it? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, yeah, this looks pretty good actually. PayPal. Wait, let me go down to daily though, or hold on, monthly. I literally can see this being an order block, the like monthly order block, and this is the mean threshold. I think that level specifically will be the best buy for PayPal. Oh my God, this is very good. I'm adding this to my watch list. And overall, let's see where. Oh, hold on. This has earnings now. Oh, the Tuesday, 30 April. Okay, cool. The thing is, though, that's the monthly, bro. Kind of looks like Bitcoin, though. A great return. Like, if I long this at some point, I would target the fair value gap and be content with that, honestly. Like here, and I would collapse it all. Great return in terms of percentage. This one? Hey, that's, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's also another thing. But definitely not going to stop there. It'll at least go into this, the first fair value gap, in my opinion. All right, this is a good. I'm gonna move this up. It's an interesting one. Let me read the chat real quick. Losing the funding account was also great, but I feel so much lighter and taking more chances, as you can see, bro. Like I said, I texted you before. I DM'd you, Kilo. You need a proper risk management, bro. That's what you lack. And you also have a little bit of problem with technical analysis, which I want to go over with you specifically, just to clarify a couple of things that I've been seeing on your charts that are not quite right. Um, Parents are coming this week. Yes, they'll be here on Tuesday evening. It's because I did not take the loan. McD code change. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move actually SQ on. This is what I'm gonna do. Tesla SQ PayPal, ACMR, Net. These are my current favorite ones, and Amazon. Gonna keep them above everything else and anything else. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you have more like chart requests or something, do tell me before I close the stream. Or if you have any questions about like the Nasdaq analysis or ES analysis, please do let me know right now. And in the meantime, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's alert this. Alright, I guess no one is asking anything. So yeah, oh, Trading G is saying something. How about Peloton? take a look at it. Oh, Palantir. That's Peloton. Oh, let me start with monthly. Hmm. I can hold on. So here's the deal with I can see the smart money reversal here. I can see the buy model, so it curled up. Um, and it's definitely going for the local high here. That's for sure. Like the highest probability target. Uh, but here's the thing. There's this take price action here, right? And it's encountering high resistance here right now. So I would expect a retracement first, if you're already not in a position. For my point of interest, though, the candle from this is the monthly chart, by the way. I'll go down in a bit. Um, the August 1st, 2023, down close candle is the order block. So I would expect that retracement into there and rally. We'll go down on the weekly real quick because essentially this price action will act as a resistance. Like I said, it's gonna create deep pullback in my opinion. This is the monthly OB. I actually want to look at monthly OB mean threshold as well. That's the permissible level. If it aligns with the lower time frame, PDR. Okay, there you go. The volume imbalance. I can see that. Honestly, this is not going to happen like overnight, obviously, because it's higher time frame targets. But like, um, personally, if I was to long this or wanted to long Palantir, I would wait for the monthly POIs, monthly OB. In fact, I'm gonna actually set an alert here. And after that, I would start watching this price action. Daily seems like it's forming smart money reversal. It's consolidating, and the monthly order block is all at the daily volume bound, the daily gap, which is never tested. That looks like very high probability target for me. May 6th. But overall, it obviously needs a lower time frame confirmation here. So after the sell model is completed here, it needs to consolidate a little bit and give lower time frame confirmation of some sort for a potential buy entry. But for now, I think as a target, $29.29 per share looks like a fair price for this stock. I'm gonna add this to my watch list actually, because this is not a bad reward, honestly. Not a bad investment. 50% is pretty generous. I might trade this myself too. So the CE rejected. Fair value gap is being tested right now. Also rejected, kinda. I would expect a sell side delivery first these couple weeks. Fabio. Also, one sec, Brev. Forgot to say. Trading G, are you already in a position in the stock, or you're seeking for an entry? You think it'll get back to 40? That's a good question. Honestly, as of now, I can't say that for sure. I need to see how it reacts to the 30 level, $30. $30 is a fair value price or a high probability target. I can see that going into 30. But after that, I need to look at how it reacts to 30 bucks. So I need to have more confidence after that for 40 bucks, $40 per share. If you're already in a position, um, that's fine. But if you're seeking an entry, I would say you should be waiting a bit more. Maybe like if you want to be aggressive, I would say the weekly fair value gap CE could be a great buy, but an aggressive buy rather, like $20 per share, that level, which is also, this old range low here. I want to see something like this. Man, Fabio, I'm so bad at using the brush tool for some reason. Like, I don't know, it doesn't work as yours, for example, for some reason. I don't know why. I don't even know how to explain it actually. That's interesting. Check this, the chat. I have a warning sign from Discord on my screen for some reason. Yeah, I'll add more if pull back to 20. What's your average if you don't mind me asking? 23. Oh, that's a good buy actually. I like your average. Where's 23? Here. Yeah, not bad. It could be a turtle soup. But like, yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that definitely. The only thing I would say is like, just looking at the daily chart, it seems I want to at least wick into the daily gap, which is the monthly order block. Seems like it's forming that reversal. I mean, it doesn't have to be a reversal, but pullback rather. That maybe like rebalance the gap with consolidation and rally is that. I mean, personally, that's the best case scenario and the highest probability. So that being said, if you are willing to, absorb, 23, let's say here, absorb like minus 23% on your investments, that's fine. Because the matter is if you could absorb that kind of drawdown or not, you know. And since I believe you're with shares rather than options, it could be absorbable. There's also like head and shoulders here, which could be faded as well. So like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right now it wicked below the neckline, as they call it. It could actually that be a fake out and keep rallying higher. I can see that. But for me, that it needs to flip the daily fair value gap here. Because there's no order block in this most recent price action that I can rely on. Like if it, for example, if it from here rallies above this down close candle, then I would be rely on this as an implied order block, something like that. ER next week. Wait, hold on. Next week? It's 6 May 6th. Oh, let's see their next ER. Never mind, never mind. Got it wrong. So it's next month. The thing is, if before ER, if it's already trading into that gap, I think ER would be a very, very low resistance bull run. Just like, for example, just like net here. This is the ER candle. It rallied like 30% in one day. Let's take a look at Lucid. Wow. Fabio, look at this. Look at Lucid. Looks like looks like crypto. It's Lucid, bro. Yeah, the car company. I know, right? Of Rivian, same deal. Damn. Yeah. The problem is they don't sell cars. They're not selling enough cars. That's the problem. Like you would see these cars only in California, and that's it. Like Rivian or Lucid, you would see it. Yeah, it looks good though. Um, looks good, but I don't know what's the deal with it. I think people would just rather buy Tesla than Lucid. I guess that's the problem. But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming by, guys. I'm gonna close it up here unless you have more chart requests. Other than that, like I said, I'll be live streaming tomorrow. Um, and yeah, you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.